Now next come to the key features of the federalism. Number one, there are two or more levels of government. There are known as the tiers. Means, as we have seen earlier, in our country there are three types of government: central government, state government, and local self government. Now second most important feature is that these all three tiers of governments govern the same citizens. Means, if we are residing in Indore, we are governed by the local self government, that is municipal corporation. At the same time, state government, that is Madhya Pradesh government, and the central government, that is the government of our country. But though they are governing the same people, each tier has its own jurisdiction, and in specific matters of legislation, taxation, and administration. Number three, the jurisdiction of the respective levels of tiers of government are specified in the constitution. It means our constitution has made specific provisions for these jurisdiction, and that is the reason the existence and authority of each tier of government is constitutionally granted. Our constitution has granted specific authority to this jurisdiction. The fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by one level of government. If any provision, if any fundamental provisions or rules or laws have to be made or changed, then unilaterally they can't change. Not as central government can change any law, or either by the central government or by the state government, rules could not be changed. If they want to change, at that time the consent of both the level of government is required. Number fifth point is, court have the power to interpret the constitution and the powers of different levels of government. It means the High Court acts as an umpire if disputes arises between different levels of government in the exercise of their respective power. It means if there is any friction between any form of government, between local or state government or state or central government, at that time court have the power to interpret the constitution or act as the umpire to solve the dispute between the different level of the government. Sources of revenue for each level of government are clearly specified to ensure its financial autonomy. It means revenue means taxes. Taxes are specified for each and every type of the government. Number 7, the federal system thus has dual objectives. Now, what are these objectives? Number 1 is to safeguard and promote unity of the country, while at the same time it accommodate regional diversity. We know that our country is the diverse, our country has the regional diversity. It means there are different regions in our country, different language people speak, and different religion people practice. And therefore, two aspects are crucial for the institution and practice of the federalism. Governments at different levels should agree to some rules of power sharing, and they should also trust that each other would abide by its part of agreement. It means if they agree for any policy, they have to obey the rules and regulations, and they have to abide by the agreement. An ideal federal system has both aspects, mutual trust and agreement to live together.